morning, everyone. Press conference after the game between mighty Barrolle and Spintex from Ghana. As the score 68 for Spintex and mighty Barrolle 79. We are with the coach of Spintex, Thomas Sarom, and the player number 1, James Amotoe. Coach, 3 games, 3 lose. How do we explain this? And today it was another game because at the third quarter you was leading, and after we don't understand what happened.
I mean, it's clearly evidence of the inexperience that we have, and so I mean the whole tournament we've never come out to show what we as a group we have, because I know the capabilities of my players, I know what each and every one of them can bring, but I mean everything that has gone down here in Abidjan has been just a testament of the lack of experience that we have on our team.
Mm-hmm. James, what is your opinion about this game today?
The game today was actually great, and we thank God for the outcome. And I think as players of Spintex Night, we need to get our head back in the game each and every time at the quarter. So what I would like to say is 10 minutes every quarter is a new start. So yeah.
So coach, where do you think that didn't work today for this game?
I mean, if you watch the stats, you could see what we did in the first half. We played a lot of like transition basketball. We moved the ball, we played together. And then second half, we stopped moving the ball as much. We stopped running. We stopped taking pride in crashing the balls and grabbing those rebounds. And you can't win in a basketball game if you don't do stuff like that. You need to do those things. We had so many wide open shots that we missed. We made about only 2 3-pointers in the second half. How do we win? So yeah.
It was a second opponent between you and them, and you James, you play against them in Tripoli.
Libya, yeah.
It was the same result, they win. And when you came here, you didn't have this experience to know how to beat them again?
I think basketball is a game of runs, and we had our runs in the first quarter, but we needed to stay focused and continue the game. But I think we lost focus on the way. So yeah, focus counts.
So as a player, what experience do you get from here to Abidjan? Because now you play 3 and you lose 3. And what experience do you get in this competition?
Experience, we gotta experience a lot, and every L is for lesson, not lose for me. So I think we'll go back. But when coming back to this road to B.A.L again, it's going to be a different ball game altogether.
Coach, are you coming back? Are you confident for that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so confident that we are coming back to the road to B.A.L, because as soon as we get home, we're getting back to the drawing board. And the good thing for us is happening. If you want to play at this level, we know what it takes. So now everything that we're going back home to do is definitely geared towards that. And one of the things we know is we're going back home, we're winning our championship, and we're coming back next year.
And are you going to keep this spirit of your team, this cohesion, this something you have?
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely see.
Friendly.
Yeah, our team is based on a family standard. We do everything as a family. So that's a culture that we can't change. We won't change. Definitely, we need to change how we play. We'll definitely. You see that when we come back, you see that we are together as a group. We are a family, but you see a different kind of basketball.
So last question, James, if you have to change something today in the team, what will be?
Staying focused, as I said earlier. We lost focus in the second quarter, giving out the balls, not taking care of the balls, crashing the ball. They got all rebounds, on the defensive end and on the offensive end. So focus. We need to stay focused.
I love these guys. I love these guys. I pretty much don't know what I'll do. Probably not change, but definitely change how we play. Because we need to play how we play the first half. It needs to be consistent. And so definitely, like James said, if we can keep our focus, we'll be good. And I mean, I love my guys. They will give everything for me. They'll give everything for the club. So, yeah.
So let's keep the picture of Tripoli not here.
Yeah.
So welcome to the last press conference of the first game of Spintex night, 68 and Mighty Barrolle from Liberia 79. We are with the coach of Mighty Barrolle, Mr. Asad Fadel, and the player number 19, Yuat Alok, who scored 23 points. Coach, congratulations. At first we want to know how was, at the beginning it was a tough game between first quarter 80 to 60, and after second quarter 29-20, and it's in the last quarter that your team wake up and win this game.
Tournaments bring out the best in the players and the coaches. Sometimes teams start well and they end up bad. And we've had the history of acclimating ourselves in tournaments. We start usually slow, and then we always finish well at the end. And we learned from last night. I think yesterday we made few, I'll call them gaff, small errors. I think we overrode our starters. You know, we're not very good with our bench. We're going to improve our bench as we go along. But I think we burned our starters too much. So today we decided to do what's proper, is to rest them, and it paid off at the end. And you know, these are young men that just joined together. So as a coach, I had to learn on the fly, and I told them we had to pick rhythm. We had to pick up the rhythm. If it's not the first quarter of the first game together, it will be the third quarter. And the third quarter is where we picked up our rhythm, and then we finished the game very strong. But you know, good things always end, and nothing lasts forever. We wish we could have another game, because I think now this team is starting to gel. Coaching staff understands what we have in terms of the product. But you know what? We appreciate B.A.L, we appreciate FIBA, we appreciate the Ivory Coast for receiving us, giving Liberia a chance to shine again on the basketball in the basketball world. You know, we've been removed for years upon years. This team had nothing 15 years ago when I took over. And it's all about the youth empowerment movement in Liberia, and that's why I took myself from work, after work, go on the playing ground, on the practice ground, and try to put my young men that only knew war before, and now the light is shining over Liberia. And if you look at on my left, Yuwat Alok, he left New Zealand. He's of South Sudanese origin, and now, you know, he's attached to Liberia like never before.
Okay.
So that's what.
Your first participation.
I had to quickly come here and gel, as the coach said. It's really good competition. I feel like the competition here is really good. I uplifted my game. 10, and we executed like how coach said. We listened to him. We never gave up. He gave us hope. He kept talking to us. He praised us, you know, and we came out with a win today.
How do you explain that until last year or 2 years ago, that we are good players from South Sudan, B.A.L, on national team? How do you?
A gold in the rough. We're just being found. We're rising up. We're internationally everywhere, but I think we're starting to get to known for our style of play, especially for Africa as well. You know, because when we played USA, it was a really good game. It let us know that African.
It's not your first Spintex. You beat them in Tripoli, and it was very. Don't you see that it finally you are stronger than them?
Well, you know, every game has got its attributes. I mean, I don't see it that way. I think if we could catch again the rhythm of the tournament, and we were quarter, and there was nobody stopping us again. If we were playing any team tonight, today, it would have been the most dangerous team in the tournament. And they played hard. They played hard, but we played better. We were the better team today. Where we came to play and we won. And I gave all. Like I said, when we lose, I take the blame, and when we commend my players for standing and be accounted for and making sure that, you know, they stood in front of all the different momentums that came their way, and they came through, and I congratulate and I'm proud of them.
So what is next for Liberian basketball, or your?
Right now, we know the formula for success in FIBA. I understood it. I talked to them about it. We're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to set up a program in Liberia for a parquet court in Liberia, and we need to do FIBA standard court. I have a piece of land that I'm going to give out to basketball for Liberia and Liberians, and hopefully we have a lot of players in the diaspora that are out there. You know, through the wars, they left forever.
Actually, we are playing in Liberia the B.A.L, from the road to B.A.L from women for women. Do you aware of this?
Yes, I'm aware, and I did not have much attention to it because you know, we caught the wild card 3 days before, and we had. So I was you know, trying to. And look, FIBA is all that we have right now, and we're proud of FIBA. We're proud of the president of FIBA for what he's doing, and we'll give to FIBA what it deserves, and we'll keep competing, and hope that we can be.
Next for you.
For me,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.